Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Xbox On. Benny and Charlie here with a batch of great new Xbox deals for you. But before we kick things off, we just thought we'd let you know that 70% of you watching are not subscribed to the channel, which means that you might miss out on some important Xbox updates. So before you settle in, why not click that subscribe button? So let's get into some of those best deals of the week.
So you've heard the expression that less is more, right? Well, Borderlands games laugh in the face of this expression. No, they say more is more. And you can't get much more-y than the Borderlands 3 Season Pass, which is 40% off this week. It bundles together 4 massive expansions, including more side missions, challenges, legendary gear, new cosmetics, class mods, and vehicles to an already enormous game. But best of all, it nets you 4 standalone mini campaigns, each with its own unique flavour. First, you've got Moxxi's Heist of the Handsome Jackpot, which has you joining an Ocean's 11 style crew to rob a space casino. Then it's Monsters vs Matrimony in Guns, Love and Tentacles, whisking you away to the ice planet of Xylorgos for an engagement party with some unwanted eldritch guests. Bounty of Blood is a Rootin' Tootin' space western set on the frontier planet of Gehenna, where you'll need to mount up and bring down the Devil Riders gang with your trusty 6-shooter. Or 16-shooter, this being Borderlands after all. And finally, the exceptionally titled Psycho Krieg and the Fantastic Foster Cluck. This is an adventure starring and set inside the conscious of our fan favourite Vault Hunter Krieg the Psycho, blasting his inner demons and experiencing the world through his, well, let's call it unique lens. These expansions are all out now, so you're free to get stuck in right away without having to wait, all optimized for your shiny new Xbox Series X or S. Lovely stuff.
It's that time of year when we hope for snow, but if the weather presenter doesn't deliver, well, why not make your own with SnowRunner? With 40% off this week, this hardcore driving sim puts you in the driving seat of an off-road vehicle and drops you into 30 square kilometers of untamed wilderness. The landscape is the star here, going deep on physics simulation for its mud, rivers, and of course, snow. You've probably never said, wow, that's some very pretty mud before, but that's about to change. You'll need to drive smart if you want to keep on trucking, with careful use of the accelerator and wheel vital to making it through. But you can make the environment a little friendlier by taking on missions to build bridges and clear roadblocks. Or you can just stick on some festive tunes and turn it into the world's most detailed driving home for Christmas simulator.
Our next deal is just as wintry, but only in the sense that it gets really dark early. Othercide is the answer to the age-old question, what's black and white and red all over? And this week, it's also half price. This is a tactical role-playing game with more tricks up its sleeve than just that distinctive visual style. The battles play out on a dynamic timeline where smart strategic play means you can bash enemies back in the queue and maybe even finish them off before they get an attack in. And while it's got that classic roguelike structure, meaning every fallen soldier really stings, you'll occasionally get the chance to resurrect one of your favourites from a previous run, giving you a nice big advantage in the here and now. So perhaps it's not all so grim after all.
Do you like chewing over tricky moral decisions, pausing combat to queue up your next attack, a party of colourful companions to hang out and chat with, and maybe even romance? If the answer to any of those is yes, you need to play Greedfall, a deep RPG set in a fantastical version of real history. The game casts you as a settler arriving on a remote island steeped in magic. Whether you're a ruthless colonizer, side with the island's native inhabitants, or find some other option is totally up to you. Like I said, tricky moral decisions. But also, don't be a colonizer. Like, come on. But here's one decision that's not so tricky at least, grabbing the game for 75% off, or better yet, if you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, then it's all yours for no additional cost, considering it's just recently landed in the library. Nothing greedy about that price.
And sticking with the theme of fantastical takes on real-world history, A Plague Tale: Innocence tells the story of a girl and her brother in 14th century France, as the titular sickness sweeps the land. Which would be bad enough, even if it wasn't for the war with the English and the Inquisition fanatics who were hunting them. Oh, and the fact that this is no normal plague. This game is from Asobo Studio, who you might know is the developer behind Microsoft Flight Simulator. Damn, that is one versatile studio. A Plague Tale couldn't be more different, but their magic touch with technology still shines through, in the slightly unusual form of rats. You'll encounter swarms of literally thousands of rats and slowly learn to control them and maybe even turn the little chattering fellas to your advantage. Not the game for everyone with a rodent phobia, I guess, but for everyone else, this is a truly gripping tale, which you could pick up for 75% off this week. Or it's another title you can play as part of your Xbox Game Pass subscription.
It's a great week for not quite accurate history buffs, because you can also grab Assassin's Creed Origins for 80% off, if the historical mayhem of Valhalla has left you wishing you go back a little further in time. How about Ancient Egypt circa 50 BC? Yes, we're talking pyramids, pharaohs, and mummies. And as well as one of the most fascinating eras of world history. The game takes you right back to the start of the millennia-spanning conflict between the Assassins and Templars. And it's a new origin for this series too, reinventing everything from combat to leveling and that all-important open world. So if you've somehow missed it, why not dig up this little piece of Assassin's Creed history while it's on a big discount?
Now, let's fast forward through the centuries, landing in post-war Birmingham with those flat-cap gangsters, the Peaky Blinders. Mastermind takes the award-winning show and transforms it into a strategic puzzle game. You'll command gang members to sneak, steal, and set fires, all in perfect harmony. To succeed, you'll need to be as smart as Tommy Shelby, using the in-game timeline to plan ahead and make sure everything goes off without a hitch. And we got to play some of the game on stream itself with none other than actor Paul Anderson, aka Arthur Shelby. And it's fair to say, I think he enjoyed himself.
Murdoch, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming for you.
If you fancy more content like that, by the way, why not swing by our Twitch channel? Just search for Xbox On and you can check out fresh streams every weekday afternoon.
And speaking of memorable streams, our final pick this week was one of many that we sampled on the channel this July as part of the Summer Game Fest demo event, and it really stood out. I mean, of course it did. Just look at that art style. At 25% off this week, Welcome to Elk is a biographical adventure based on real stories from all around the world, stitched together on the fictional island of Elk. There's some darkness, some laughter, and a ton of mini-games that'll have you doing everything from decorating balloons to pulling a good pint, which I cannot do. Perfect for telling a few stories over.
So those are our picks from the store this week, but there are plenty more to uncover, so let us know what bargains you're buying down in the comments. And with Christmas just around the corner, you can expect some more absolute deals, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel and ring that notification bell so you never need to miss another video. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye!